Welcome to this week's edition of Monday with the Mayor. We've returned to Jasper with Terry Seitz.
Hello, Bradford.
Howdy, Mayor. So this week is Strassenfest week, so we're going to start right there.
Well, that's a great place to start. Strassenfest is just one of the best festivals in Indiana. Give credit for those who founded it many years ago with an idea that we need to celebrate some heritage, but also have an activity that draws a focus on the town. I remember asking Dave Beeler, who's probably one of the original planners for Strassenfest, asked him this last year. I said, did you ever think that one of the offshoots of the Strassenfest is that people use that and target that time of year for basically cleaning up their property or just sprucing it up? Most of the properties are clean, but the yards are extra mowed or the porches are clean, the sidewalks swept, and flowers are pretty. And he goes, no, he never really thought about that, but yet that's the trigger, and people notice that. I do want to give a shout out to Strassenfest, to the committee, to the supporting role the Chamber of Commerce plays in that with the committee. I know that Derek and has done an outstanding job again this year, and Gary and Marcia with all the activities they have, and so many others. But I also, along with that, would like to include our various departments who play a role in sustaining that, helping out, following up and making sure things are cleaned up, with the merchants around the square who, again, essentially work to make it happen, because really when the parking is not there, they do probably give up some business in turn of hoping to draw attention to their business for other times. But the Strassenfest is indeed a great time of year in the city of Jasper.
I was just out and about this past week. It was pretty amazing to watch the setup.
Yeah, it's one of those time-lapse things that you'd like to do, just to watch and then put it together and run it about 20 to 30 seconds and see how it all goes together. And between now and next Wednesday night, this coming Wednesday night, I always get that confused, this coming Wednesday night, when the booths are all set up and prepared, that's kind of a great deal of activity. And it takes a lot of hands. We know the people really, this is the fundraiser of the best part of the year of fundraising for some of the charities, and it's that important. So we pray for good weather. We're grateful for what we get, and looking ahead this week, it's not looking bad.
Yeah, another polar vortex would never hurt.
Another polar vortex. You know what? I don't think we sell enough beer in the polar vortex.
Okay, well then maybe not.
Yeah, well, but I think the weather is looking good with a little warm up towards the weekend, and of course it's parade time. People do ask me a lot, do I have, Mayor, are you really busy with the Strassenfest? Or other mayors will say, Mayor, how much does it cost the city to put that on? So let me just set the record straight. Really, I'm privileged to do a few activities. Essentially, I do an opening ceremony. I will show up at other things because I want to see them. I'm in the parade on Sunday. This year I'll be driving a police vehicle rather than walking. I'm using one of their ATVs, and it requires a city employee to drive, so that's got to be me. So Dean and I will be there. But ultimately, I'm attending events or I'm working booths. I have a couple of booths that I work. St. Paul's Church booth where I attend right there by Just Whimsy, and the German Club, and we'll be working there at Thursday night and Saturday. And we have some guests coming in. I'm going to ride the Spirit of Jasper and take my young grandson on that because he loves trains. And then literally, though, when they say, what does the city put into this, we have some in-kind services that we help out on, and certainly the follow-up and the cleanup and the washing of the streets. But as far as a budgeted item for the Strassenfest, the city of Jasper has no money budgeted. It's done by private venture and by charitable organizations and by volunteers. And most mayors just do not believe that. And I don't know that the committee has ever, in my history, has ever asked for anything. It's just how they work. And I think it's important for people to say, well, there'd probably be an understanding if we did play a role. Just how amazing that is, that this entire festival, of which Jasper is known for, is essentially is not using any public funds. It is doing it on self-supporting mechanisms, and I'm very proud of them for doing that.
As a bit of a wrap-up, what are some of the favorite activities of the mayor?
I like chili cook-off. I'll try it. I got there late last year, and I haven't looked at the agenda this year, and pretty sure they're still having one. Love that. That's just a little fun thing. Probably doesn't go really well because then there's other food afterwards, but I just love to sample different kinds of chili. That's it. Camaraderie. certainly meeting people. Last year we had Commander of Crane was my guest, and Joe Wellman, Mayor of Washington, stopped over, and just basically kind of playing that role. Next year we'll be having guests from Pfaffenweiler. That will be a different level for us, both as a family and as a city, and then we'll have more activities. But really, I get a chance to enjoy it. My wife has picked out what she wants to wear for Wednesday night already, and me, I'll just put on a suit or a sport coat. But I really respect the fact that she said, "Terry, how's this look? Will this work well when we're on stage?" And it's like, that's kind of cool. You do something special to prepare for the fest, but all the credit goes to the committee and to those who support the committee through other services. We want this to be a great fundraiser for various charities and entities in Jasper, and we look forward to welcoming people here. It is a significant event every year.
Will be a great week for sure. We appreciate your time as always, Mayor.
You're welcome.
That's been this week's edition of Monday with the Mayor. We're back after this.